Hello, good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. I am Harshita from CSCA. My roll number is 244018056. I am going to explain the subject engineering physics. My topic is about to explain the frequency depends of polarization. First of all, what is polarization? Division into two sharply distinct opposites means a state in which the options, beliefs, or interests of a group or society society. What does polarization mean? Divided into two completely opposite groups. When an electric field is applied on dielectric, polarization occurs as a function of time. Formula is P of t equals to P into 1 minus e power minus t by tr, where P is the maximum polarization attained on application of field. Tr is the relaxation time for particular polarization. Relaxation time is defined as the time taken for a polarization process to reach the maximum value. What is electronic polarization? When voltage is applied on dielectric, the electronic polarization occurs very fast because electrons are elementary. When voltage is applied on dielectric, the electronic polarization occurs very fast. It goes very fast because the electrons are elementary. Particle, so they react faster and polarization taken place even the frequency is very high of order 10 to the power of 15 Hz, that is in optical region. This is in optical region. When a voltage is applied on dielectric, the electronic polarization occurs very fast. It is, so they react fast and polarization takes place. Even the frequency is very high of order is 10 to the power of 15 Hz. That is in optical region. Number 2, ionic polarization. What is ionic polarization? Ionic polarization occurs due to displacement of ions. Since ions are heavier than electrons, the time taken for displacement is larger. The frequency with which ions are displaced is of a same order as the lattice vibration frequency is 10 to the power of 13 Hz, that is in infrared region. Thus ions does not respond the optical frequencies. First of all, what is ionic polarization? Ionic polarization occurs due to displacement of ions. Ionic polarization occurs in the ionic compounds where the oppositely charged ions, that are the cations and anions, move in opposite directions under the influence of the electric field in order to produce a net dipole moment in them. Means ionic polarization is occurs in the ionic compounds. It is only occurs in ionic compounds where the oppositely charged ions, both oppositely charged ions, that are cations and anions, move in opposite directions. This also goes in opposite directions under the influence of the electric field. This is under the influence of electric field in order to produce a net dipole moment in them. So electrons, the time taken for a displacement is the frequency with which ions are displaced is of a same order as the lattice vibration frequency is 10 to the power of 13 Hz, that is in infrared region, that is occurs in infrared region. Thus ions does not respond to the optical frequency. Ions does not respond to the optical frequencies. Next, orientation polarization. It is slower than ionic polarization. It occurs if the frequency of applied voltage is in the audio frequency range. It is slower than orientational polarization arises when there is a permanent dipole moment in the material. This orientation polarization arises when there is a permanent dipole moment in the material. Means orientational polarization is the alignment of permanent dipole moments in molecules along the direction of an applied electric field. It only occurs in the permanent dipole moments. It is permanent dipole moments in molecules along the direction of an applied electric field. Orientation, it is slower than ionic polarization. It is slower than ionic polarization. It occurs if the frequency of applied voltage is in the audio frequency range. It is only occurs when frequency of applied voltage is in the audio frequency range. Thank you.